over your head?
Yeah. Did you lock the door of your car?
No.
Penny. Penny. Hey, Rosie.
So work just came in, slamming dishes in the kitchen, throwing shit around. I just got here doing that. So much for coming back with a little bit of different energy. Like, sorry, Daddy, all the dishes aren't done before you got home. I've been a little busy.
I'm gonna go put some water in the fountain. Okay. Because it's empty.
So, you know the whole fence is open, right? The dogs can, that's why this was shut, because the dogs could go.
Yeah.
Rosie's gotten out a couple times today.
Oh.
So that, either Rosie needs to be in, or it's, can't have like, where's Rosie? Rosie! Rosie! Rosie!
She was here.
Rosie! 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 Come here now! Wherever you are, come here now. Awesome.
Question. Why did you unplug the webcam?
Nobody ever said anything about me being webcammed all the time. That's...
No. It's not you. It's not for you.
Then why is it pointed at the kitchen?
Because sometimes, listen to me, sometimes you're out on the weekends. I was thinking for safety of the house. It's not for you, it's for the house.
Okay, well nobody talked to me about being webcammed and that's just not okay.
It's not for you, it's for the house. Period. It's not for you.
But when I'm the only one here, it feels like I'm being spied on. I hope you could understand that. Nobody ever talked to me about...
You need to ask me because...
I need to ask you?
Yeah, you unplugged.
I've never lived in a house where I've had cameras on me. You need to... No, then put them outside in the perimeter. Or I'm calling the police and saying I'm being taped without my consent.
No.
Okay.
This is for safety.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
Oh, okay.
You should ask me. I asked you nicely, didn't I?
When?
Just now. I asked you why did you unplug the security.
That's so after the fact. You have.
It's not.
You're so out of line.
It's not for you. It's for the house.
Then put them outside. That's where most people put their cameras. Outside.
No, it's inside the house. You can ask. Yes.
No.
Yes. This is my house. This is my area. I'm not putting the camera in your room. That's the difference.
No, it's not.
Vanessa is
I've never consented to live anywhere. I never signed anything saying that I would be taped, that any cameras would be up ever.
You is for the save the house. It's
okay, you call up your attorney in the morning and see what they say.
Oh, fine.
Do it. Then.
Because you should ask me to
Oh my god. Oh my god. I should ask you to take down a camera. You never asked me if it was okay to put up and for me.
I did not tape you. It's for the safety of the house. Don't you get it, Vanessa? I'm trying to go through you. It's for the house because the neighbor.
I'm literally done with this conversation.
The neighbor got broke in the house. You never want to listen. So regardless, okay, just go ahead. I don't have anything to say to you because I'm trying to explain my point of view. The camera being on. It's just not for you, it's the house. Because I know sometimes on the weekend, you're out. It's just the house.
Leave them at the doors and have them outside like normal people
I'm not going to do that because this is the house, this is the common area.
Then I'm calling the police and telling them I'm being
Why don't you just call right now?
I will call right now then.
Go ahead.
Okay then.
Go ahead.
Okay then. Welcome home. Oh my god, you guys. Here I am hoping you guys would come home with a better attitude and you come home all in my face. Oh my god.
Webcam not for you. Go beyond love. It's not for you. Stop it.
Did you ever say, hey Vanessa, by the way, we're putting up these webcams just so you know, maybe you shouldn't walk around the house naked, maybe you should watch the conversation? No. You did it secretly without telling me.
I just got it before the
You put up cameras without disclosing that.
It doesn't matter. It's not your area. This is your area. Did you get it? Stop it. Call the police. Call the police right now. I want to see.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You don't understand.
What's up?
Oh my god.
Unplug the webcam, thinking that we are taping the whole thing that you're doing. Who cares?
We had those up there before you moved in here.
Because the neighbor, the house just got broke into. Don't you get it?
We don't give a fuck what you look like naked.
Oh my god, you don't understand.
That is so beside the point. How would you like it if I just put up cameras and I didn't say anything to you?
Vanessa,
You don't want to answer that question? You don't want to answer that question?
I don't mind as long as the house is safe. I don't mind because I'm already naked.
When are you moving out? When? What day? What day are you moving out of here?
Why are you doing this?
This has been hell since you've been in here.
Why are you screaming at me like
because
this?
you're an absolute bitch.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It has to be your way or no way.
I'm being videotaped.
Go ahead.
I'm being videotaped.
Because you never want to listen to my point of view. I'm trying to explain.
Okay, let me reiterate your point of view. For the safety of the house.
Yes, because our neighbor, the house just broken into. Instead, the premises, but outside. No, Vanessa, this is our area. This common area. It's different if I put the camera in your bathroom, in your bedroom, which I've never done. It's the common fucking area. This is for the house, not for you. Don't take everything beyond and above.
So what you're saying is that it's perfectly okay to put up webcams without telling them.
It's security, it's not webcam, period. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk.
These were here before you moved in. Right there in the corner.
I don't
and right over in the kitchen.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
They've been here before you moved in.
That is so irrelevant.
That's not irrelevant.
It's definitely irrelevant.
Go ahead, call the police. Call the police right now.
I've already reported you, so go ahead and call
Vanessa,
the police.
call the police. Call the police.
Call them. I want you to call them.
Call about the camera. Call them. Call. Call them. Call. Right now. Call them about the camera. This is bullshit. This is for the house. Not for you. You take it above and beyond. I don't get it. Everything. You don't want to listen to me.
Everything's about Vanessa.
You don't want
Everything's about
hear me
Vanessa.
first.
Vanessa wants more.
Stop it. Let me talk. Let me talk. Stop it. This is what I felt. Okay, I'm coming home. I don't understand why the camera is not working, and then you unplug it, and then you went above and beyond because you're thinking that you're not feeling comfortable. What happened if you were out on the weekend and some teenager broke into the camera, the house?
Okay.
What would you do? And then you unplug the camera already.
And so.
So. It's for the house, not for you. So do me a favor. Don't think everything's all about you. You have to think about me.
Oh, okay.
But
me? It never occurred to you to say, hey, by the way, there's
my opinion. I don't have time because I'm busy. I'm working. Okay, not from home. Bye. Have a good life.
This.
And the fountain burned out.
Excuse me?
By the way, we are trying our best to clean the kitchen. I'm trying to wash my dishes when I'm done. So do you mind when you've done everything, just wash your dishes, please?
I was getting around to it.
Yeah, because I've been remembering it that you
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I take my dishes, I wash them, and I take them back. I do not leave them. I've been here by myself all weekend, and if I have
What is
dishes,
the mess in the sink?
Stop talking to me.
What's the mess in the sink? You take that. What's the mess in the sink?
What is the mess in the
What's
sink?
the mess in the sink? I just put it all in the sink.
Listen to her.
I don't want to hear you.
She's recording us. Like how dare
You're making a mess in the sink.
I'm not making a mess in the sink. Those are dishes I was just about to wash. Where should I put them? In the toilet
Vanessa.
and then go wash them?
Vanessa, everything's for you. Okay?
Okay, so wait a second. You're mad because I have dirty dishes in the sink.
Vanessa, I'm not
I'm
mad.
mad of you because
You said, why are there dishes
I'm not
in the
mad,
sink?
Vanessa.
You said, why are there...
Stop it, Rick.
You were
Stop it.
yelling at me about dishes in the sink. Why are there
Rick,
dishes in the
stop
sink?
it. Stop talking.
I'm
Let
sorry,
me
do I
talk.
not get my allowance now? Because there's
No,
dishes
no,
in the sink and I didn't wash
Here's
them?
the thing, Vanessa.
What is the thing, Leon?
The thing is, you talk, what you listen is yourself. You're never willing to listen our side. Period. Think about it.
Because from the beginning...
From the beginning, yeah, from the beginning, yes. From the beginning.
Unbelievable, these people. I'm like, wowza. Okay,
Yeah,
stop.
keep recording. I don't care.
Absolutely, you
Absolutely, you betcha. Once you're done, it's just wrong. You never
Okay,
listen to the other
you can
second
please
time.
send me a text when you're done in here, and I'll come in and wash all my tons of dishes. I am not going to be anywhere near you people. Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God! Oh my God! These people. I am. Look at it. Oh my God!
Stop texting me for your nonsense. Period. Don't talk or don't text. I'm tired of it. Please.
Well, I was just trying to call my city's police department, but they're closed, so I have no other alternative, I guess. My landlord / roommates just came home from being out of town for a few days, and they're yelling at me, asking me why I unplugged the webcams that were pointed in the kitchen and in the dining room that they never told me about. I was never told that I was going to be recorded, and when I found them, I unplugged them. And Vanessa, I was just verbally assaulted for the umpteenth time with these people. I'm like, Paige, 714-606-6093, but I have that going on video because I started recording them, how they were yelling at me and stuff, you know. Yeah. Yes. As far as I know, I mean, they're trying to tell me it was for security reasons, and because I can tend to leave the house and to secure the house because there's break-ins. And I was like, then people put their cameras on the outside. They don't set up cameras without letting people know that live there that there's cameras set up. And that's what you guys did. And they're trying to say that they've owned those cameras forever, but they have not had them set up. They never told me, they never asked me, and never gave. They're saying that it's okay because there's not a camera in my bedroom, there's not a camera in my bathroom, that it's okay to set up cameras without telling me, and then they come home and yell and scream at me about it when I unplug them. I mean, am I wrong? Is it okay or is it not okay to have video cameras up in a house when people don't know that live there? They have it pointed at the kitchen and pointed from the living room out. I mean, yeah, you can see the sliding glass door going to the patio. There's no other way, and you can see it. You know, the door. It's like they're saying, "Oh, we're just." And I said, "So if your problem is security and wanting to know who's coming in and out, then do what most people do. They have cameras on the outside, on the perimeter, not on the inside facing the kitchen, without telling their tenants." And I gave notice to leave here 5 weeks after being here because I've been harassed and dealt with in horrible ways with these people. I'm trying to get out of here as soon as I possibly can. They just got back and I have them screaming at me about dirty dishes in the sink, screaming at me about dirty. They're like, why are there dirty dishes in the sink? I'm like, because I was gonna wash my dishes. Where are they supposed to be? They're just yelling and screaming at me about everything. I'm not in their presence. I'm in my bedroom. Thank you. Okay, bye. The unity meditation for the eclipse. Unfortunately. I don't know how to change that midstream though. Dang it. Stop that. Okay. Where to begin? My landlord / roommates just got back from being out of town. Immediately, like I hear, oh, I had like maybe 3 or 4 dishes and a couple of mugs and a couple of glasses from just sitting there, not a ton of stuff. And I hear it slamming all over the place. And this is what I haven't had to hear for the last couple days, which is, and I have it on. Please, sir.
Penny, stop it.
Hello.
Penny,
You guys call search department?
Yeah.
stop it.
Hi.
Hi, what's going on?
Penny. Rick?
Yeah.
She called the police.
Oh, good.
Can I talk to you guys away from them?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you called. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, I called her in.
What's going on?
They've been out of town since Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
There's been problems with them, and I have it documented of the older one, Rick Snyder, verbally attacking me, and oh God, I was living here for 5 weeks before I had to turn around and give notice that I was leaving because it's so abusive in there.
So you're leaving the house?
I'm at the end of the month because of the way that how things have been, and there's all sorts of documentation on it, okay? I realized at some point on Friday or Saturday that there were, because I didn't notice them, they didn't tell me, they were hidden, but they set up cameras before they left in the kitchen and in the living room, and they didn't tell me. So I unplugged them.
Okay.
And one of the first things they say when I get home is they're attacking me as to why I unplugged them. And I said, you never told me that there was going to be cameras in the house. I never consented to being recorded. There's nothing in the lease about it. It's never been discussed.
Okay.
And I think I have my privacy. And I realize that I don't. And so I unplug them. And then he goes off on me. And at some point, I don't know when, I started recording because it always escalates and gets crazy with them. And I have it on video, them screaming and yelling at me, and him telling me that it's not about me, it's about the safety of the house. And I'm like, if you're concerned about the safety of the house and having video, then put it on the perimeter, put it outside, put it by the door. You don't have it facing the kitchen where you know I'm going to be. And
It's not like in your bedroom or in the bathroom or anything, right?
No, it's not not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well, as far as I'm aware, I don't know that that's against the law. It's his house?
It's his house, yeah.
Okay.
It is not okay to record people in their home without letting them know. They never let me know. I live here. I pay rent. I don't work here. I live here.
I'll have to look into that. I'm really not sure about that. I'm sure there's certain areas, like especially bathrooms and bedrooms, if you pay for the bedroom. But I would assume the kitchen and living room is probably a common area. But I will have to look into that. I don't actually know. Actually, let me grab my flashlight so I can get you information.
I'd like to file a report for harassment, actually, because all day, every day when Rick is here and I'm in my bedroom and I have a long text on Thursday talking about how, and I have it on videotape of him slamming and banging everything in the kitchen that he possibly can all day long, talking at the top of his lungs, talking about me being like...
Let's start with your last name. What's your last name?
Vanessa, Paige.
P-A-G-E?
Yeah.
What's your first name?
Vanessa.
With 2 S's?
Yeah.
Do you have a middle name, Vanessa?
I don't use it.
Do you have a legal middle name?
It's Cassandra.
C-A-S-A-N-D-R-A?
K.
Okay. And what about your date of birth?
12/13/72.
Okay. And so this is your residence. Are you going to be staying here much longer, you said, at the end of the month?
Yeah.
So about 9-10 days?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have a cell phone number?
714-606-6093.
6093. Okay. And so when did you first notice the cameras?
Saturday.
Okay, so it's Monday?
Mm-hmm.
You're calling us today about it?
They just got home.
Oh, okay. Noticed. You said living room and kitchen?
Yeah.
About what time was this?
What time is what?
Did you notice it on Saturday? Just a roundabout.
It was in the morning, and I had somebody here, and she actually she's like, you know, there's a camera in the kitchen. Actually, she told me, and I was like, what? She's like, there's a camera facing the kitchen right now. So she's like, I don't feel comfortable being in a house where there's cameras. Like, it's weird.
9 or 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
9 o'clock? Is that correct?
Actually, no, it would have been more like 11 or 12.
Okay, so say 11:30?
Sure.
Okay. So that was the 19th?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, so... Okay, so you rent a room in the home. You didn't previously know about the cameras, and you were saying you didn't agree to them?
Nope. And he's yelling and screaming at me that I shouldn't have unplugged them, and it's not all about me. And I'm like, maybe before you put cameras up in the house where I live, you might want to tell me first. Ask me.
Well, I mean, it is his home, right?
Yeah, and it is mine as well.
Okay. If he owns a home and you rent a room...
It's still my home.
Well, I'm just saying that there's certain things... Homeowners have certain rights, right? Just like renters have certain rights. Like, he can't kick you out just because he feels like it. But if he wants to put up cameras,
can he though? Do you know that for a fact?
I don't know that for a fact.
Okay, well then let's not have the argument because as far as
he can in common areas.
there you go.
without telling me, without my knowledge.
Yeah. It's a common area. It's not in their bedroom or bathroom. It's his house. You were in a room.
Is that the law? Is the law written like that?
Yeah. Yeah. You can have cameras in all common areas.
Without telling the tenants.
Yeah. I mean,
Is
what's
that
the big deal?
what's the big deal? What's the big deal?
Yeah.
Would you say that to your sister, your mother, or your aunt who was living someplace thinking they were alone and they were free to walk around and talk and do and be with whomever and however they wanted in common areas when they were alone?
Do you want me to stand over here?
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, well,
I'm asking you a question. You're not going to answer my question? Like, how would you, like, what, that's okay?
I would tell them, yeah.
That's okay. When they say, hey brother, sister, hey brother, you know what? I had this landlord who was videotaping without telling me. And you would be totally okay with that.
Well, is he videotaping you?
He's videotaping.
Are the cameras pointed towards you? Are the cameras
They're
pointed towards
in
your
the
door?
kitchen where I go. They're in the living room where I go, where I stand on the phone, where I talk with my friends, where I can be maybe in the shower, maybe in the bathroom going, oh, I want to run. And because I'm home alone thinking I'm alone and nobody's watching, I can go from the bathroom all the way to the living room, all the way to the kitchen, stand there, look at my phone, totally naked, thinking I've got privacy.
Why would you think you can walk around in a home where the people you live with, other people are naked?
They're not home all weekend.
Why would you walk around in the home naked when you're just...
Excuse me, do not judge me if I want to go from the bathroom to the kitchen in without clothes on. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, but I
then.
have my own home.
And I think I have my own home and I have privacy and people aren't recording me when I don't know it.
You have, in common areas, you don't have a right to privacy.
And that's the law.
Yeah.
Without my knowledge.
That's why it's called a common area.
Without my knowledge.
That's why it's called a common area.
So that's the law.
Yes.
You can have videotapes up in common area without letting people know.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's the law.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Aside from that,
now whether or not it's right, would I tell, if I had a roommate, would I tell them like, hey, I have cameras? I would, but you don't have to.
okay. Aside from that, I deal with this man banging and yelling and screaming every chance he gets. He's trying to intimidate me to leave this home sooner than I'm legally bound to leave here. And I want to file
Generally, the law provides a protection of privacy where an expectation of privacy exists. Tenants expect privacy in the bathroom and the bedroom.
That's
Common
it?
areas, but not at the door. Raise your hand.
Ma'am, they're allowed to have the cameras in the house. It's for security. It's not there to...
Without letting me know?
It's their house. You moved into their house.
Without letting me know?
They don't know. They don't have to. It's not. The camera's not in the.
Okay,
place.
fine. I'd like to file a harassment.
For what?
Because they harass me on a daily basis, and that's why 5 weeks after moving in here, I had to give notice to leave.
What kind of harassment?
Yelling.
Yelling's not. It's not a harassment.
Banging everything in their kitchen that's right up against my wall. Where
okay, well, when that stuff occurs, you need to call us and let us know. Hey, my roommates...
I have it on video.
Okay, but that's not a crime to bang, to do that kind of stuff. If it is, then you need to call CIDR so we can take care of it at the time that it's occurring.
Okay, so if he's yelling at the top of his lungs, banging all sorts of stuff all throughout the house,
then call us and we'll come out here and we'll talk to him and see what's going on at that time. Seems like they're very cordial, and they said that
sure they do.
They do, and
sure
and you're only
they
here
do.
for a couple more weeks, correct? Until the 1st or something like that. You said?
So I should just suck it up, take whatever they throw at me
Well,
on a daily, hourly basis.
If they come at you and then they're yelling at you or doing some of that stuff, call us out immediately and we'll come talk to them. And once it meets the level of a crime, then we can take it to that level.